Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new channel. This channel is going to be all about learning Chinese. So, this is the website that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using mainly AI, but I believe that we use AI in conjunction with human teachers as well. So, we use both many different methods, and I'm going to be talking about all these methods on this channel. So, if you want to check out this tool, I'll leave this down below. That's the one that we're going to be using a lot, that I'm going to go through all the different lessons. So there are different lessons. We're also going to be finding some Chinese teachers here and taking some lessons to practice our speaking and all of that. So I think that's a good mix anyway. I really believe in just trying to get as much speaking practice straight away, and we learn the words in context. Okay, so it's not necessarily some structured book or anything like that. It's really just going for what it is that we need. So let's start with this app here. So we've got all the space repetition. We've got an AI conversation partner. So, when you just don't feel that confident at the beginning, we can practice with an AI. So I'm going to sign in now. So this is what the app looks like. So you can translate any words you want. So let's say we want to see what tea is in Chinese. Then we can see this and we can actually hear it as well.
咖啡，咖啡，
Cafe. Okay, doesn't sound too difficult, but let's have a look now. You also have the ability to just chat about Chinese in English, all right? And then when you get better, you can practice in Chinese. But for me now, I'm just starting learning Chinese, so I can just say, "Teach me how to say how are you in Chinese."
In Chinese, you say 你好吗?你好吗? It's a common way to ask, how are you?
Okay, so that's very good. If you want to just have a conversation, you get the written, all of that stuff. Then we have the lessons section here. So I'm going to be going through different lessons here. Then you save your phrases here. You can practice some new words in the library. Also, practice some flashcards, track all of your achievements and goals and your stats so you can see everything that you're doing here. So, if you have been learning Chinese for any amount of time, I would be super interested to know what resources you are using. These are going to be the two resources that I'm going to use. I'm going to use AI and human teachers. That's what I think is the best combination. So I can get some practice, real input from Chinese teachers, because I really do believe it is worth paying for. I'll leave the platform down below that I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to be using this app for the more vocabulary and grammar, all of that lessons as well. But for me, the main takeaway about learning languages is to be speaking and producing from day one. You don't want to be filling in exercises for years. That's not going to make you any progress, right? You need to move your mouth because we have what, like 60 muscles in our mouth. And, to practice speaking our own native language, in my case, English, I didn't, I had to keep moving my mouth to practice. And if you're not moving your mouth to practice Chinese, which includes, of course, the tones, then, you are not going to be making as much progress, right? I really care about speaking. I don't really care about writing. I don't think I'll ever practice Chinese writing. I want to go to China to, travel around, and I want to speak to people. Really have no interest in academics or anything like that. I really just want to speak the language. So I think that's a good idea for yourself to think about your goals. Do you want to go and work and study in China, or do you want to travel? I believe firmly in my heart that speaking is just way more important because you get to communicate, and then maybe at some other point I can focus more on grammar and reading and stuff like that. It is good to, try to recognize the symbols. I think that's something good, but really I'm just going to be practicing my listening and my speaking, the two skills that are most important to me. So check this app down below if you want to use this one, or take a class as well. I think these are the two best strategies that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be starting my journey tomorrow. Thanks for watching.